New at 5:30, a famous stop on Route 66 is getting a major facelift.
The Round Barn in Arcadia, which is west of Luther, is the natural next stop after visiting Pops. Now just 3 years ahead of the Route 66 Centennial, more than $100,000 is being poured into its restoration.
Fox 23's Paris Rain learned the work will stay true to the same methods used back in the 1890s when it was originally built.
The Arcadia Round Barn is just something you truly have to see in person. With it being right off of Route 66, that should tell you how old the barn truly is. But it is still standing, as you can see behind me, and I think that is the most amazing part.
Oh, it's an exciting opportunity, and it's going to be a historical event. It's the 100th anniversary of Route 66, and it's right outside our door.
Andrea Moon is a volunteer at Arcadia Round Barn and a board member of Arcadia Trust Historical and Preservation Society. She says the barn was built in 1898 by a man named William Oder and his wife.
They moved here from Kansas, and he really believed that building a round barn or a round structure, the winds would go around it. So he really had that idea in his head, and who knows, that may have been true.
The last time the barn was remodeled was back in 1992, when Moon says the roof fell in. So now, 30 years later, with the help of a $30,000 grant, it's due for some TLC again.
We received a grant from the National Park Service Route 66 Corridor Program. We're very thankful that this is going to help us restore and maintain the barn. After all, it's 125 years old.
Dana Holman is the carpenter now tasked with keeping true the methods used to build the barn more than 130 years ago.
We're actually steaming this wood. When they first built the barn, and then when they remodeled it, they soaked it in the river, and the second time they soaked it in Lake Hiwassee.
Holman built a 16-foot-long steam box to help speed up the process.
And we put approximately 8 pieces in, and it runs about an hour and a half to steam it, to get it pliable so we can bend it around on this curve.
Holman says he is happy to be a part of this project because he loves the history of it, just as the thousands of tourists who stop by each year do.
What attracted me to the Round Barn was the number of people that come in.
Moon says they have about 2,000 people that come in to see the barn, and she enjoys being able to be a part of that experience.
It's just a fascinating place. The roundness of the barn is just, it's like the Grand Canyon. It doesn't do you justice unless you see it in person.
In April, they'll host an event at the barn called Classic Cars Around the Barn in honor of the monumental renovation that happened April 4th, 1992. In Arcadia, covering news that matters, I'm Paris Rain, Fox 23 News.